Good morning, everybody, and welcome back for your weekly energy forecast and oracle reading. Please excuse me if I look like I'm in a windstorm. I've got the fan on because it's hot as hell here in Durban. So let's get right into it. As you can see, I'm being blown all over the place. Okay, so today and tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday, let's see what energy we have. What are we navigating? I think we had the same card last week. The High Priestess. Okay, let's tune in. What is this all about? Deep feeling, deep emotion. Deep feeling, deep emotion. So once again, this is about listening to our intuition, listening to our feelings in the beginning of this week. I'm also hearing finding stillness because they're showing there's a lot of tumultuous energy. I know there's tumultuous energy in South Africa at the moment, but they're showing this is across the board. This is worldwide, right? There's a lot of what feels like unrest, and the way they're showing it to me is like this. It's like Earth is wobbling at the moment, and of course with us human beings, we're also very much a part of nature. We're very connected to Earth. We're not separate, so we're feeling wobbly as a collective consciousness, and it'll be reflected in the Earth as well. And Spirit is saying that is only because we're trying to find a balance at the moment. We're all just trying to find balance, and so is Mother Earth. So don't be surprised if there's like interesting things happening with Mother Earth at the moment, whether there be intense weather changes this week or Earth interruptions as Earth tries to find her balance. It's to do with the equinox as well. I think equinox is tomorrow, the 21st, and the equinox is about balance. It's the same amount of time for night and the same amount of time for day. So here we really are as a collective with Mother Earth trying to find our balance and trying to find our equilibrium. So what will help that would be to stay in our intuition, to honor our feelings, right, as they come up for us, and to just be really solid and staying as balanced as what we can, no matter what's going on in the world around us. Okay, interesting start to the week. Okay, let's get some further insight from the wisdom of the oracle. And let's see what guidance is here, please, for the beginning of this week. Peace. I'm sure we had this card last week too. Peace. Look at that beautiful dove. What also sticks out to me is the egg. Eggs always symbolize new beginnings, fertility, and growth. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, so Spirit is saying as we find our center and as we listening to our intuition and as we're making time for quiet, let's place our focus on peace. Let's not get sucked into the media drama out there. This is happening and that one is killing that one, and yes, there's stuff going on in the world, but let's not get sucked into the drama. Let us pull ourselves and our focus back towards peace, because if we all as a collective hold on to the thought process around peace, we speak peace, we feel peace, we focus on peace. Peace is infectious, right? And it'll filter out into the world around us, right? So focus on peace no matter what is going on around you, okay? It's not easy to do, especially because we're now heading straight into Aries season. And I think it's tomorrow or the next day, there's a new moon in Aries, and that's very fiery energy, very passionate energy, very impulsive energy. But that energy is there for good reason, because it's there as like a jet fuel for us, which helps to motivate us and push us forward to new things, to new beginnings, to getting our new lives off the ground, okay? But the negative aspect of that powerful Aries energy, when it's not put in motion, it becomes destructive. It becomes angry and impulsive. So let's keep focused on peace no matter what's going on in the world around us, and let us focus on taking action steps. And I'm hearing the word manifesting. So focusing on the new, what do we want to bring into our worlds right now? Let's make a list. Let's focus our intention and attention on what it is that we'd like to experience rather than what's happening in the world around us at the moment. Okay? All right, let's get some further elaboration from the enchanted map for the beginning of this week. What's going to really help and guide us? Ride the wave. Go with the flow, okay? And not push against it. Because the more we see out there what we don't like, whether it's the news, the war in Russia, the whatever is going on, let us not push against it. By pushing against it, in other words, what we mean is, oh, I hate this. This is terrible. This is nonsense. This is just awful. Ain't it awful? Okay? We're feeding it. And by feeding it, we're resisting what we really want, which is peace. So let's just think to ourselves like, it sounds terrible, but it is what it is, okay? Me personally, can't go out my front door and go hunt down Mr., let's say, Putin himself. I can't do that. But what I can do is I can focus on peace. I can, in my mind, focus on keeping myself centered and choosing to go with the flow and trusting that the peace I feel is going to infect my neighbor to feel peace, and the peace that he feels is going to infect the person next door, and that peace is just going to filter, and it's going to cancel out the negative energy that fuels all of this nonsense, if you think about it. Okay, so going with the flow, riding the wave of what is with no resistance. Okay, resisting against something does not solve a problem, is what I'm hearing. It's like trying to push against a boulder. You're going to get flattened. Okay, but what you can do is focus on non-resistance and focus on love and focus on peace and be loving and be peaceful. And the ability of you doing that and everybody else doing that will start to cancel out that negativity that's there. Okay? Very powerful beginning to the week, it feels like. Interesting. Okay, so let's see, what energetic weather do we have for Wednesday and Thursday, the middle of the week? We have, I'm not surprised, the Five of Wands. Look there. Those people are all having a big fight. They're struggling. They all have differences of opinion. What sticks out for me is that fire there on the top. Yeah. Be careful of who's fanning the flames. Okay? They're saying rather fan the flames of good, of intention. Stay away from drama, I'm hearing, because they're showing that a lot of what's going on in the world or in your neighborhood, right, will be a certain way, okay? But if you turn on the news, it's the news that's going to fan the flames and make it 10 times more inflammatory, which creates, everybody's got an opinion. So everybody's going to argue about what's going on, and they're saying this is not necessarily limited to what's going on in the world. It's got a lot to do with that, but it also has a lot to do with what is in our immediate environment. Okay, in other words, let's say in your workplace or in your home, somebody has a particular opinion, and then somebody else will offer their opinion, and then ta-da, we have this. So I'm hearing Spirit say, middle of the week, just kind of keep your opinions to yourself, okay? Ask yourself those valuable questions of, okay, I feel like I want to say this, but is it kind? Is it true? Is it helpful? Let it go through a filter first, okay? I'm hearing words, the power of words. Words can really build or destroy. Choose your words wisely in the middle of the week, okay? Let's see, what guidance do we have from the wisdom of the oracle? Flexible. Be flexible. Okay. I'm also hearing Spirit say be open to new information. Be open to seeing things differently, from a different perspective, from a different vantage point. Maybe you'll hear something that goes against your normal belief systems, but it might open your mind a little bit. So they're saying be flexible with the world around you. You may be teachable, be open to learning something new. Okay. I'm also hearing the word adaptable. And that's the one thing with us humans is we're adaptable. You know, there'll be a situation that'll arise and it'll seem all very ain't it awful, but we seem to find a way to adapt, you know, and get on with it because we're actually quite a resilient lot. Okay. So be flexible with the world around you. Also be flexible with others because it feels like, again, there's a lot of sensitivity this week. Lots of it. Okay, let's get some wisdom from the enchanted map. What guidance do we need, please, for the middle of the week? Don't be stubborn, I'm hearing. Wizard of awareness. Yeah, you see. Okay, so all of this that's going on in our world, that's going on around us, is bringing us to our own awareness, okay? So if we're finding ourselves triggered in the middle of the week, something's really upsetting, okay? We need to then go within and ask, what is it about me that is being triggered here? What belief system do I have that's maybe old and outdated that needs updating, right? So be open to, again, open to learning, but open to understanding a lot more of yourself, because the more self-aware you are, the better you are as a human being, the more EQ you have, okay? The more aware of your own woundings, your own patterns, your own trigger points, you get to know yourself better. And when you know yourself better, you do better. And when you do better, your life gets better. So therefore, Spirit is saying, try to see the tumultuous energy of this week as being a catalyst to your own personal change and your own personal evolution. Okay? That's powerful stuff. All right, what do we have for Friday and the weekend? What guidance is here, please, for us? For Friday and the weekend, what energy do we have? We have the Nine of Cups. As soon as I tune into this energy, I get a very light, like a feeling, okay? So this looks like Monday to Thursday is going to be pretty intense. We're going to be doing a lot of growth. When are we not growing, to be honest, okay? But Monday to Thursday, a lot of growth. And I'm hearing set yourself free, like this lady's leaping into the air and she's like, woohoo, you know. So we're going to be feeling that lightness and freedom over the weekend, okay? But I'm also hearing manifesting, because this is the good old-fashioned wish card in the tarot. When you place a wish on this card, you usually get it, right? So they're saying, yes, this week is all about manifesting. The veil is so thin at the moment, okay? So manifesting is very heightened. I think that's why we need to be so self-aware this week, so that we don't keep living life based on our old, outdated belief patterns that have been dictating our future. Which reminds me of a saying. It's by Carl Jung. It was something along the lines of, whatever it is that is hidden and buried that we're not aware of, we call it fate. It appears in our life as fate. But the more we're self-aware of our belief patterns and the way we think and how we create our own reality, then we start to become the architects of our destiny. Then we start to consciously create, because we've been made so hyper aware of our triggers and what creates what we create in our lives, you see? So this week really looks like it's a huge self-growth, inner awareness week, where we start to realize where we have had experience in our lives that we didn't really enjoy, and now we start to realize, oh, hold on, I actually created that because I had this and this and this and this and this belief about myself. Okay, so huge self-awareness this week. So it's almost like we're going to Harvard University of Life, Monday through to Thursday. Friday and the weekend we get to breathe. That's kind of them, but it's not them, it's us as a collective. But anyway, okay, let's get some elaboration on that, please, from the wisdom of the oracle. What do we have for Friday and the weekend? Blessed. You can't make this up. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, and I'm hearing the words things coming together. That's why they're saying we must be mindful of the beginning of the week, be mindful of focusing on peace, not getting thrown by any drama, focusing on what's going on within here, maintaining our equilibrium, Then we're able to be self-aware of our patterns and how we've managed to create certain things we didn't really want to create. We choose to create differently because our minds are thinking differently, and ta-da, we have blessings. Okay, beautiful. And they're saying those blessings will start to come in thick and fast, but you'll also be made aware of your blessings as well. So don't be surprised if you end up having like attacks of gratitude, like overwhelming feelings of, oh my God, I'm so grateful. I have this and this, or I have that and that person, or I have this ability to create my reality that I wasn't even aware of before. I'm so grateful. Okay, don't be surprised if you have those moments, but also don't be surprised if you start getting more of what you want. Bless you, Lily. Okay, what guidance is here from the Enchanted Map? The Gentle Gardener. Oh, how I love this card. Okay, this card is all about the mind. Be careful or be aware of what you are cultivating in your mind. What thoughts are you planting here on the weekend? Be mindful of what you are placing in your field of potential. Okay, nurture those dreams, those ideas, those thoughts. Feed them with excited energy. That's the heart of manifestation, really. Okay, so be mindful of what you are gardening in your mind. Okay, beautiful end to the week it looks like. Okay, let's now get some guidance from the Gateway of Light activation so that we can just finish out this week nicely. What guidance is here, please, for all of us for this week? Let's see, what do we have, please, for this week? Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. Okay, isn't it comforting and beautiful to know that everything we could ever want and need is actually within us and not somewhere out there? Okay, it's all here. We are creators, and I think that's what we are actually realizing this week, that we are actually powerful creators. Okay, let's get the interpretation of this card. Let's see. Okay, it says here, you have been on a great quest, seeking, searching, discovering, but the further you've gone, the more your heart has called you back. You may still be looking for treasure, but you are now discovering that all roads lead back to you. The great source of creation holds up a shiny mirror in front of you, and you see your own reflection. You are the answer. You are divine. You are created. You are creating. The gateway of your divinity has opened, and the vessel of your being is flowing with infinite light. You have been searching for God, and God is within. So go within. This is the key to heaven. Your cup is overflowing. Your gifts are being unlocked. Let the world share your treasure. Do you know how I flipping love this? Because this is exactly what we were talking about in the beginning of the week, where it feels like we are clearing out, again, we're always clearing, aren't we? But it's like we're clearing out the old, we're clearing out negative energy, negative beliefs, all the triggers that we're going through at the moment is all bringing us to awareness. It's bringing us to awareness of the fact that we are powerful creators. And if we want to create if we want to create, how do I explain this? If we want to create a world that's more loving, peaceful, kind, then we all together need to become aware of what's cooking up here, become aware of our beliefs, and start consciously focusing on love and peace and harmony, and so it will be. So in other words, when things are challenging, it's like the universe's way of saying, see, you don't like this, do you? You don't like this, okay? What are you doing about it to change it? Okay, so that's what this feels like to me this week. So when you feel triggered this week, say, thank you. What is the trigger teaching me? Oh, I have a belief about this, or I have a belief about that. Does that belief need to be upgraded? Okay, do I need to change my belief? Do I not need to shove my belief down somebody's throat? But can I rather be an example of what I believe to be true? If that makes sense. Okay, so focusing on that, and by doing that, you're self-aware, and the more self-aware you are, the better of a creator you are, and then you start to realize that you, only you, are consciously creating your reality. Okay, it was just like a aha for me, so please excuse me. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, I hope that helps you guys. Please let me know how this week turns out for you. Please remember to come back and just share in the comments how things turned out for you and what you became aware and awake to about your own possibly limiting beliefs or behavior patterns that have been accidentally creating a reality that you didn't really want for yourself. I'm interested to hear what everybody has to say. So sending you all so much love, and have an amazing week, and look after you. Take care. Bye.